Yeah.
Mark, you mentioned in your passage, you talked a little bit about government, but then you also talked about the propensity of pastors now, given governmental stances on things, to have a kind of doom and gloom perspective on life that you warned against.
Yeah.
So yeah, how do you hold that balance of, yes, government is opposing Christians, you're really feeling these things on your jobs, at your schools, those are real, and yet Jesus is real and alive and wins without the kind of triumphalistic, none of this really matters. No, these things really matter and they really hurt, and yet we need not fear.
An image I use again and again when I'm talking about Christianity is that it is the most realistic. It's the most two-eyed religion. Every other religion has one eye open and one eye closed. They either see things as basically good or basically bad. Christianity alone has the power of accurate three-dimensional, like there's Romans 13 and there's Revelation 13. There's the sword being from the Lord and the beastly sword, the beastly use of it. And some people only see the negative, and some people only see the positive. And neither of those things are accurate. And the Bible is mature and adult and gives us both. So it's just, reality is our home ground. There's nothing for us to fear. So what we want to move into is listen carefully to what people are saying, admit the truth of as much of it as we can, but then supply what's lacking. And I think in various ones of our churches, depending on what our settings are like, different things could be lacking. There may be some churches that are way too pessimistic. They just think nothing can ever get worse. Nothing can ever get better. Things always and only get worse. Well, man, medical history alone in the last century doesn't agree with that. And there's so many ways in which things have gotten better. On the other hand, some people think things only get better, or we can take the culture and transform the city. Well, that's going to be a short path to liberalism and unbelief. I mean, that's just not going to work in a fallen world. So that doesn't mean you can never make anything better. But so we've always got sort of both sides of the cultural mandate in a fallen world, expecting the second coming to apply to our people. And as shepherds, we need to know what our sheep, the Lord's sheep that we care for, particularly need.